Good morning, all of you, my dear sirs and madams, my dear students. I am Murali Krishna, RT Zoology, APSWR Junior College, Golagunda. Dear students, today we learn about asexual reproduction in Protozoa. First of all, what is asexual reproduction? When an offspring is produced by a single parent without the involvement of gamete formation, the reproduction is asexual. Once again, in asexual reproduction involves single parent without the formation of gamete, produced by single parent without involvement of gamete and involved in only single parent. This type of reproduction is called asexual reproduction. In this method, a single individual is capable of producing the offsprings or young ones. That means a single parent only produce the offsprings or young ones. This is called asexual reproduction. Please observe the slide. What is asexual reproduction? Types of asexual reproduction: binary fission, plasmaotomy, multiple fission, budding, plasmogamy, etc. So you understand what is asexual reproduction? Okay, asexual reproduction produced by the offsprings are produced by single parent without involvement of gamete formation, whereas sexual reproduction involves formation of gametes and formation of gametes, the fusion of gametes is called fertilization, and also involves minimum two parents. But asexual reproduction involves only one parent. So another one, clone. What is clone? Do you know the term clone? The term clone is used to describe morphologically and genetically similar individuals. So, which individuals are morphologically, genetically are similar, that individuals are called clone. So, the clone is morphologically, genetically similar individuals are called clone. The offsprings are young ones. In asexual reproduction, the offsprings are young ones show uniparental inheritance without any genetic variations. That means the genetical material inherited from the only single parent. Hence, there is no genetic variation. The genetic variation does not occur in asexual mode of reproduction. Whereas sexual mode of reproduction, the genetical variation is occur. That means the genetical material inherited from both parents. Half of the chromosomes inherited from mother, half of the chromosomes inherited from the father. So asexual reproduction does not show any genetic variations. And type of asexual reproduction. We discuss about in your chapter binary fission. What is binary fission? It is the most common method of asexual reproduction in protozoans. In protozoans, the binary fission is the most common method of asexual reproduction. The binary fissions occur in favorable conditions. It is the division of, what is binary fission? It is the division of the parent cell into two daughter individuals. That means one parent cell divided into two daughter individuals is called binary fission. Okay, understand, my dear students? In binary fission involves two steps mainly. The division of nucleus is called karyokinesis, The karyokinesis followed by the division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. Division of nucleus is called karyokinesis. Division of nucleus is called cytokinesis. So, binary fission involves karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis means the division of nucleus and followed by the division of cytoplasm. Division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. So first we observe longitudinal binary fission in euglena. So what is the structure of euglena? What are the parts in euglena? First of all, we observe the structure of euglena. First we go to the euglena possesses two flagella, two basal granules or kinetosomes, one contractile vacuole. Paraflagellar body is also called photoreceptor, cytosome, cytopharynx, reservoir, nucleus. In the center, observe the blue nucleus in the center. Myonemes, pellicle. Okay, these are the, you have observed the structure of euglena. The structure of euglena. During the process of binary fission, the basal granules or kinetosomes, chromatophores, cytoplasm undergo division. What happened during the process of binary fission? Basal granules, chromatophores, cytoplasm undergo division. The nucleus divides by mitosis. Nucleus divides by mitosis. You know the cell division, mitosis and meiosis. First, the nucleus divides by mitosis into two daughter nuclei. Then the kinetosomes or basal granules, chromatophores also divide. The nucleus is divided by mitosis, then followed by kinetosomes and chromatophores also divide. At first, you observe the diagram. A longitudinal groove develops in the middle of the anterior end. Observe the longitudinal groove. A longitudinal groove develops in the middle of the anterior end. This groove extends gradually towards the posterior. This groove extends gradually towards the posterior until the two daughter individuals are separated. Until the two daughter individuals are separated. Observe the diagram. The longitudinal groove is formed in the anterior end. That groove extends gradually towards the posterior until the two daughter individuals are separated. Two daughter individuals are separated. One daughter euglena retains the parental flagellae. The other daughter individuals develops new flagellae from newly formed basal granules. That means one of the two daughter nuclei retains parental flagellae and another daughter individually develops a fresh flagellae. Okay? The stigma, paraflagellar body, contractile vacuole disappear. The stigma, paraflagellar body, contractile vacuole disappear. In both euglena develops a fresh in both daughter euglena. That means the stigma, paraflagellar body, contractile vacuole develops a fresh in both the daughter euglena. Stigma, paraflagellar body, contractile vacuole develops a fresh in both the euglena. And the longitudinal binary fission is also called symmetrogenic division. The longitudinal binary fission is also called symmetrogenic division because both nuclei resembling each other, both euglene or daughter individuals resembling each other like mirror images. Like mirror images. Okay. So, dear students, the completion of longitudinal binary fission in euglena. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please watch the video thoroughly. If you have any doubts, please contact me. Thank you, one and all.